Everybody stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, April 1st, 2025, regular meeting. Have you guys had a chance to read the minutes?
I have.
From
Make
March
a
11th,
motion.
March 26th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Bank reconciliation for February 2025.
Made motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Payroll allowance docket for the month of February 2025. Review and vote. There you guys.
I make a motion.
Second.
All
I'm
in
getting
fa-
tired of making a motion, so I want a second for that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Can't be down on the next one?
Sign the rest on this wall.
Huh?
Sign the rest of them. Overtime for the month of February 2025.
I see it. I make a motion to approve it, but I'd like to see in the coming months there be a little explanation of the reason for the overtime made in that report.
Second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Are you inquiring about Alex?
Yes.
His is for painting over there at the bank building.
Okay.
He doesn't have any time because of being sick, so he's been over there painting and getting the time to put it as comp time so if he has to be out again.
Okay.
Okay, city building. Floor being installed this week at the new city building.
What's being installed?
Carpet. Carpet.
The flooring. It's not it's not
It's-
carpet.
It's
No.
final end.
And what's the cost on that?
You guys approved of that 2
We
meetings
did?
ago.
Okay.
Good Friday, April 18th, office closed. April 29th, Marcy attending ADA and Title VI Roundtable, Lafayette. Pole barn passed inspection, waiting on final door installation. Permission to pay ADE construction upon completion of building. Balance $35,625.
I make a motion with that.
They're doing the final door installation.
He says that the only thing the inspector said was that they need more of the fillings in the floor but we knew that, so.
Yeah. Do we want to pay them in full until the doors are installed?
No, after the doors are installed.
Okay.
when it's
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm. Okay, I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Signs for burn pile.
I don't know if we need them anymore, do we?
If you don't want to keep that gate up, you want to keep the
Oh.
gate. We just shut the gate and put up a sign because until we get them grindings up there and everything, like over the weekend we got probably 4 dump truck loads that come from somewhere. So do we just wanna keep the gate locked until we figure out what's going on?
A sign isn't gonna stop them from dumping trailers, I'm telling you.
The bad thing is, they'll start dumping them at the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you recommend we leave it open like Monday through Friday, 8 to 4, or where they do have access to it?
Yeah, a lot of people do it on the weekends.
I know, that's the trouble.
Well, they're trying to stop it so they can get it moved so we can get the millings in,
Yeah.
cause it's so muddy up there.
So you're
The
gonna
milling-
move the burn pile back far away from that.
Yeah, we're gonna move it away from the building, but
Yeah.
we need the millings, and those millings are gonna be, I mean, they're gonna stack up pretty high, pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, they're estimating 60 loads down at New York and Pursley and East.
Which we want.
Right, we're getting them all. It's
Yeah.
just, you know, the weather's got to break for them to come. They were hoping this week or next week, but it ain't gonna be this week.
Okay, so it's gonna be, get started here pretty soon.
Yeah, they're, I mean, as soon as the weather breaks, they're
Yeah.
coming to farmland.
Could we put a sign back there that the new brush pile is here?
Well, I mean, we will once. I mean, you know, it'll be obvious once it starts. But
I think one of the problems is that we're getting people from outside of
Oh,
farmland,
I know.
and we don't know how to stop that.
I don't know that you're going to stop that.
I don't either.
And it's not, you know, as long as it's not too much, it's not much to take care of. Just right now it is, because we need every bit of space we can
Yeah.
back here on that stone drive to put those millings, so we just think about, if you want a sign, give you a month to think about it, and we're about next month. We'll just leave it closed here for now until we get all the millings and stuff done, and then we'll go from there.
Safety wise, is that the best way to do it then?
Yeah.
Well, I'd say that's the way you gotta do it then, my own opinion.
We'll leave her closed for a while, and we'll see how it works out.
I know people's gonna complain, but,
They already have.
well,
We put it on Facebook today, and it's already been complaining.
I don't think we can take a chance on it.
No.
It involves a lot more money than,
Yeah.
They're lucky we even still have the service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So, I'd say leave it, my own opinion, just leave it closed until,
We can we leave a key up here so if someone comes up during the day and needs to get, well, it'll probably be open during the day, but we won't be opening it all the time, but.
That's how we used to do it. They used to have to call us, and we went and opened it.
Appointment
And then,
Yeah.
and then when it wasn't open, then they would just pile it out on the gate sign, and just leave it. And then we'd have to clean it all up anyway, because they'll do it on the weekend, and they'll just heap it up there and leave it anyway. But I mean, once they figure out that it's closed, then they'll either stop hauling it or take it somewhere else, maybe. But
I think a big part of it doesn't even come from farmland. Myself,
Yeah.
I think we gotta go the safety wise.
Keep it
Myself.
closed until it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's my own opinion. Does anybody else want to speak up about it?
Well, what Andy's also asking for is signs that says farmland residents
Only.
Yeah.
only. So that's what he was asking for.
Well, I think it'd be a good idea. We talked about that a couple months ago.
But how are you going to monitor it?
Then you're
You
not
can't.
gonna read it.
If you got appointment only, then you can monitor it.
Yeah?
Well, the problem with the appointment only is
Weekends.
Next-
it's Joe Bertram lives right there, so they stop and bother
Yeah.
him all weekend
Yeah.
to go
That's
on.
okay.
I know. I know it's okay for me, but it's
2-hour call out every time. That's what it is.
We can't afford that.
I can get you to sign that too. Put on your door.
Buy an appointment with someone else.
Do we wanna get a sign?
I think we ought to.
I think we should. There's no real way legally to enforce it, is there? But at least to make a suggestion.
I mean, it's risky even having people out there. To let
Oh, no.
anybody go out there and do it.
Especially by that
be
new
honest.
building where there's gonna be stuff.
Yeah,
I
and
think
it'll
you're
be
better off keeping it
behind
closed.
it where you can't see, so who knows where they end up on the pile now. So,
I'd probably keep it closed until you give it some more thought.
Okay.
Like, you got a new building out there and you got a hole.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's been a big asset for everybody in town to have
Oh,
this,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
even for me, you know.
Of course, we got some still stacking it out on the side of the street thinking we're gonna pick it out.
I tried to plow it in, but it didn't work. I tried to shove it further in.
Miller's had to move a little bit of it too.
What do you suggest?
I make a motion, we leave it closed until we get safety wise.
that'll work.
I'll second that then.
All in favor?
Uh,
Aye.
And go ahead and get the signs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure out something to put on the signs.
Can the county highway make those signs for us?
They never made our signs.
Huh?
They never made our signs.
No, they make them for other.
This sign lady
Yeah.
that does
Okay.
ours and does our decals and
Okay.
stuff on our trucks and stuff,
Alright.
she can take them.
Boys coming over to demo the new cloud software.
That's on Thursday. Sorry, I didn't put the day. Thursday at 11:30. If you guys are interested in seeing it.
Thursday, 11:30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Historical farmland.
Nobody here.
Curtis called me and he said that something came up, he couldn't make it back, but he said they got 4 windows installed. They're going to continue doing some charities. What did he say?
Fundraiser.
Fundraisers. Yeah, not charity. Fundraisers for the other 6 windows.
Police. March 25, 17 calls for service, 2 domestic, 2 welfare checks, 2 animal problems, 1 assist the fire department, and 1 assist the EMS.
Have you read it? I make a motion, we accept it as presented.
I'll second it.
I'll say.
All in favor?
Aye.
Melvin on vacation the week of April 13th.
I thought he was on vacation all the time.
I am. I tried to.
Okay.
On yours, Steve, from last month, I've started
Yes.
a list. So there's more than just those 2.
Ah,
I got a list going, and I'll start mailing out stuff to people
Okay.
that has junk cars in their driveways or whatever.
does that also come, how do we, the ordinance about like junk lawn mowers?
It's all in the same.
Okay,
Yeah. Yep.
Are those junk vehicles like at abandoned houses or just ones that people are?
Oh, there's a lot that are at people's houses that live there. And there's abandoned vehicles at junk houses too. That no one lives there. 2 of them.
Okay,
Several.
streets.
You should have a quote there from Howard Companies, which is the company that got the CCMG for New York, North Pursley, and East Streets. That is to fix the repair spot in front of Rusty Newton's Auto Repair. I've thrown so much stuff in there that trying to fix it. He's got a huge pothole in front of his driveway. He has to try to drive up to get into his business. They'll cut that out, fix it, 3 inches of asphalt. And then over here on West Hendring, where they put the new shut-off valve for the water, and then on North Olive, to fix the driveway where they tore up Mary Redmond's driveway during the water leak. So they'll do that when they're in town. That's why it's not very much. I thought it was really cheap.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
I questioned him when he sent the quote because I was like, doesn't make no sense. But they're already here
Yeah.
to do the other projects. That's why we were going to do it last time when we were going to do the park, and then that guy kind of him all around failed. Because I know if we get him in and get him to do stuff like that, that's pretty easy. So that's what that quote is for.
Okay.
I make a motion to accept this.
Second.
All in favor?
So I have a question on the park. Are we gonna need to rebuild that or what? Since he,
Will have to be put back out to bid.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll need a new foundation, will it?
No,
no,
no.
so we need to. It's a shame that we couldn't get things around while they're in town.
I don't
I don't
know.
think
I'd
we
have
can
to
get
ask
the
him.
bids in
I mean, I
time.
can ask the guy
But
if he
we-
can look at it, but it's a. I mean, they have big papers. They don't have little
Yeah.
papers. That's the problem. You need a little paper
Yeah.
for that.
And trying to get people in here to bid on that last year was
I know.
quite the challenge. Because it's not a very big project.
I'll send Seth from the Howard Companies a text message and see if he can look it up on his Google Maps and kind of look at it and see what he says. If he's even interested.
Okay. Let's see. CMG 2024-2 will start when the weather's. We just talked about that.
Mhm.
And we've secured all the millings, so
Okay. And that'll be more than we need. Back there, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. But we got rid of all this other stuff we use. I never thought we would. So.
Yeah.
And then the state starts April 7th, right? Yes,
Yes.
April 7th. They'll start with, if you've seen the handicap ramps where they
Mhm.
paint marked them with paint, that's what they're going to start digging out, redoing those, and then they'll come in. And that's EMB Paving got that contract. It has nothing to do with us. It's all state right away, but the state rented John Tinsman's building here, and then I think they rented the building up by the railroad track. It's where all their barrels are. So they're supposed to start Monday tearing out those handicap accessible ramps, and I don't know what they're doing. So, and then Miller Pipeline has started fixing the stuff that it's JG Case that does it. And then, like at the library, they actually made our sidewalk better. Because if you remember, that sidewalk from the curb was down about that much. Well, now it's a straight sidewalk, so when somebody fell, they didn't sue the hell out of us. But when they redone that concrete, I told them to do it like they did at the Pizza King instead of the stamping. So it's as close as the gray they could get, but it's the broom finish. So it's just like it is in front of the Pizza King. And then they'll have to do that down by the dry cleaners. They have to cut into that sidewalk too. I don't know how far, but I just told them to go back to the broom finish, get rid of the stamping because it's hard to find that stuff. So got it pretty close from what I can see, and they've done a good job. I mean, the two driveways down there on Mulberry Street look
Yeah.
good, and all the sidewalks that they've done look good. So
Yeah.
they've taken the time to make them look good after they dug them all up. That's all I have. I'll shut up.
Okay. Fire. Written report. Let's see. We have a roster of 25 regular members and 3 junior members currently. 10 calls. 1 barn fire started by burning trash. 1 mutual aid. 2 crashes. 4 medical. Service calls, controlled burn, conservation club, Ridgeville assisted chief at line of duty, death, physician funerals, training hours tabled, large incident of a building fire in town. This is new rescue 34 is coming along, looking to have everything complete on this truck and service by the end of April. That's a truck, Winchester Square. April 5th, 10 a.m. Easter egg hunt. Saturday, April 19th, 9 a.m. Fish fry. Saturday, April 26th, 4 to 7.
Busy.
Yeah.
Busy time. Not so much on calls, luckily.
Make a motion, we accept that report as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Anything else about the fish fry or anything? Or-
Nope, just pretty much time.
Okay.
Everything else is pretty much on our Facebook page, so keep an eye on that. But Willen's do a pretty good job of keeping that updated for us.
Water. Written report. Let's see. Testing and took samples to HMC and Muncie. Did monthly reports and sent to item. Backwash filters on Friday. Burn brush pile. Read stream gates daily. Read meters. Did shutoffs and recheck list. And work orders. Did locates. Clean trucks and mowers, ran generator and rotated pumps monthly, ordered supplies for utility supplies and Blue Book, went to Walmart and Menards for supplies, repaired meters.
Is all the water hydrants working now?
I got 3.
Are they gonna be need replaced or?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was gonna.
That's on the list.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. It's probably gonna be anywhere from 3 to 5 or 6,000 a piece. You just want to do one and then
You're
do
actually
one
missing
later.
one.
Do what?
You're missing one.
There's
One on the west hanger. In front of Josh Cummins' house. You got a tag on it.
yeah.
It was actually 4.
Are they all in one area or are they just kind of scattered over?
They're all over. There's one at Wolf's, one on New York, one down here and at West Henry, and then one on South Mulberry.
There's Steve Clavers.
Yeah. It's still halfway work, so that one's alright, but what one you want to do first? Wolf's?
Clevers.
You want to do Clever's first?
I mean, I know I got to take a tanker of Wolves.
Yeah.
But I'd like to have a hydrant working on South Mulberry because that's the only one in a long ways.
Yeah, you're right.
That's probably
Is that the most
first
important
we
one
need to fix.
on Mulberry
In my
Street?
opinion, that would be the one that I would pick first.
It's up to those
On the
guys.
fire
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, we can
Right.
do that one. We can do that one first. You just want to do,
I'd start with that one.
just get a price on that one,
Not there.
and then, we'll get it done, then we'll just do one at a time.
Which one would be next, you think, Joe?
You got one in New York.
Yeah. That one's been dead.
That's the
forever.
one in the middle, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That'll probably be the one I would do.
Yeah, the next one.
And Wolves, for example. I mean, that one's got one within a block either direction. These other ones
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah. And then like the one down here on West Henry, there's one just,
That's what I'm saying. There's one within a block.
Yeah.
I mean, either direction.
and the big one down there too. Okay. Prices on that.
Let's see, Andy's work truck table.
Nothing's good to shut it off.
Pick it up.
Please. Well, once again, I don't think it's worth putting $4,500 in that truck. I don't think the truck's worth $4,500. Huh? So,
Do you want to go
well,
these estimates you got? Or?
since our last, you can pass that down to Marcy. As we talked about this from Kelly Chevrolet, and I talked to Joe, and he suggested that we would probably need a couple other prices. So I went to All American Chevrolet and went to what's the one over by Daleville? Sam Pierce. I went to those and got prices for comparable trucks. It still is considerable cheaper with the one for $41,525 at Kelly Chevrolet. Spent a bit of money. But we had one in for 33, but it had 100,000 miles on it. So.
So the 41 was the cheapest.
Yes. No, the salesman at Sam Pierce told me that with their price, that included $5,000 of rebates. Those rebates, that 5,000 expired last night. They have new ones each month. That because General Motors looked at it, because we had bought the rescue truck, that General Motors. So I was going to try to call Kelly and see if that would stand true with them. What the rebates were for April, I don't know. She was to get back with me and didn't. I checked my email just before we started.
My experience with Kelly's limited to about every 5 years to buy vehicles from them.
Yeah.
So,
But since we bought the fire truck,
buying a fire truck.
she told me at Sam Pearson, as of yesterday, we had $5,000 worth of rebates, but it would change April 1st. So General Motors changes that every month. So.
They'll go with the lowest one, maybe.
Pardon me?
We'll go with the lowest one, maybe.
I think so.
I think the longer you wait, the higher it's gonna be. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you have anything you wanna say about it?
I don't.
Anybody?
The nice thing about it, you got your full new truck warranty.
Or if you want to do the cop car, I don't. It doesn't matter to me at all what I have to drive. So it's all on what you guys think. Whatever you think's best. But I don't care.
A new truck with its warranties is gonna last quite a few years for us.
Yeah.
Or if we don't buy a new truck,
Yeah. Like
every
this-
day could be something else. The way I look at it.
Yeah. We're just going 2 years at a time. It seems like.
Yeah.
On these. And
A lot of money, but
To get what you pay for.
and I'll be long gone when this one's done.
I said that last time.
Hopefully.
You're still here.
So, make a motion.
I'll second.
41.
What are you making the motion for?
Was it Kelly Chevrolet?
Yeah,
41, 525.
Sterling Gray.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Only money.
Then what about the old one?
Think you can drive it up there?
It still runs good. It needs a, you need to carry a
Just
tub
have
of
to take it to
floor
what trade-in
drive.
is if you want
Yeah.
to trade it in.
Yeah.
And that it only makes sense. But
Well, trade it in only makes sense, you know.
Yeah.
If they give us
Better call
$500.
Wrecker ahead of time. You won't make it up there.
well, if he starts from his house, he's a lot closer.
Get 5 gallon of oil with you.
Yeah.
Stop in Bluffton, get something to eat, put some oil in the truck, and gas. 2-cycle, you know.
Wipe it all off underneath. Okay.
Okay. Let's see, we cover everything with the water? Do
No.
we,
No.
do we want to apply for a grant for the flow testing? Approximately $50,000.
Yeah, didn't you say there, we would have, we'll get the one grant for the PERs, then we can get a second one? For,
Promotion?
yeah,
No, not for planning. The second one would be for construction, for either water or sewage.
Is it gonna cost us anything to apply?
it would be after, the PERs or,
Yeah, the planning grant will take, for them to finish their work product, will be about almost a year. Then following that, we'll take that information and we'll apply for construction money.
so we just had to pay out of pocket for their smoke testing and flow monitors and,
Well, as part of the smoke testing for the water utility,
yeah.
yeah, or, no, I'm sorry,
For
the
sewer.
sewage, yeah. They may do some smoke testing at your direction, where you think you have they can't smoke test the whole town.
We just had it all done.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
So I guess we pay for that, then they wanna put in, flow meters. They said that could be up to 80,000-90,000 to put those in. So, do we have to pay for that up front too, or if we do that, or should we just cancel that, or
flow meters for
in
your,
the sewer?
that could be part of the construction phase. Depending, yeah, I mean, whatever they determine that needs to be done on the sewage utility or the water, they will come up with a list of priorities. And if those flow meters are a high priority, then we would use that in the construction project.
So we can put that on hold for a while.
Okay, at least leak adjustments for January and February. $1,093.30. And that was February. January and February, I'm sorry. In March was $6,036.61.
600.
636.
What I said.
You said
Yeah.
6,000. Having looked at those reports, I make a motion.
So it's a
We
total of
adopt-
1,729, right?
Correct.
91.
Make a motion, we accept them as
Second.
presented.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sewage written report.
Kind of all in there together.
Is that the back page?
Yeah.
It's all over the place. Just like you. Yeah.
Locates for state highway, Miller Pipeline, worked in bank building, classes in French Lick, Bluffton and Fountain City. Met with Alliance, smoke testing is finished. Installed ultrasounds, new barn, dug off side, used the rest of the millings, cleaned up dirt piles and milling piles, flush fire hydrants, service mowers, removed piping from old filters and old softener, passed out smoke test hangers, Curry's calibrated steam gauge, removed handrails from library, worked on value list, got chlorine and dechlorine ready for April, hauled in stone and sand, started working on CCR reports, replaced 5 dead meters, had suckle filled in alley behind Macrites, met with Commonwealth Indians about PE2s, fixed 3 water main leaks. Claim docket April 1st, 2025.
I didn't put the
Wait a
amount
minute.
down there.
I want to back up to that. We don't have any handrails right now at the library. We need to
Yeah.
get that replaced for somebody.
Yeah,
falls.
I think that was brought up and voted on. I just
Yeah,
totally,
okay,
she reminded me and I forgot, so I had Alex take it down, so we just have to go
okay,
order them and get them.
Go to the front.
yeah. Just don't want to get sued there, somebody falling.
Yeah.
Is there handrails to the front of that new building going up?
I don't think so. From the sidewalk, don't think
bank?
it is.
From the front,
Yeah.
is there handrails there?
I don't think so.
No.
Just a ramp.
No, that's from the side, the ramp is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking off of Henry
The
Street.
front.
I don't think
Oh,
there
it
is.
was 3 steps or more is the only time you need
Yeah,
handrails.
I don't think you need it for one step.
I thought it was 3 or more.
Yeah.
I think.
I
I'm
think
trying to
so
remember
too.
what the state done on the highway. Is that what you remember, Joe?
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
like, because if there was
One
2
or twos,
steps,
they're not.
they didn't get a thing, and they got 3. They got handrails. I think's what they did. So, yeah, if for handrails it was 3 or more steps.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, claim docket.
$172,955.05. I need to vote on that, please.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Resolutions and ordinances.
I don't think we can pass that resolution first until after the hearing, correct?
You can.
Okay.
Just one reading, right? Yeah. Ordinance 2025-01, the amended 2025 salary ordinance fixing the salaries of the elected and appointed officials of the town of Farmland.
No, that one has to be read.
Yeah, that would be 3 after the ordinance. I thought you were talking about the resolution.
Okay. There now, what?
Mm-hmm. It's not in that because it was in the other packet that I gave it to you.
Oh, okay. You want to suspend the rules and have a second to
You have
read?
to vote on the first reading first.
Okay.
I make a motion to accept the first reading.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now I make a motion to suspend the rules. Be
Second.
read by
Aye.
title only.
The amended 2025 salary ordinance fixing the salaries of the elected and appointed officials of the town of Farmland. Third reading. The amended 2025 salary ordinance fixing the salaries of the elected and appointed officials of the town of Farmland. Have a vote.
I make a motion we accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And here it is to sign. Back page. Please.
I was just commenting on,
Yeah, he was.
you're the only exception.
I love being the exception.
She'll be able to get out the door now.
She's probably the youngest too. That's the reason she's not wearing glasses.
No, because they're in the
Okay. Resolution 2025-08, resolution authorizing application submissions and local match commitment. Have to have a vote.
I make a motion we adopt it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
I think we have got it. Any citizens' comments?
I didn't know if it meant like what you guys were talking about. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
This is my first time at a meeting. I had a question because I go through my bills, I save all my bills, and I started going through my water. That's where I started, and then it was going to be electric and gas. And my bill figures are not matching up at all. Like, I moved in, I had my water turned on November 29th of 2022. I moved in November 30th of 2022. My heat was not turned on until December 5th. And within that 9-day period, I was charged $87, saying that I had used 1,200 gallons, which I'm not sure how I could have done that when we weren't showering at that time there. We were actually showering at our last resident. That being said, the 87 for the 1,200 gallons, the following month, I used $1,100 gallons more, and my bill was $10 cheaper. That's not the only discrepancy I have found. I put in I'd have to go through all of this. I'm just going to break it down real quick. But in a 4 to 5 month period, I paid $550. My bill was normally around the $70 to $80 bracket. And within the 4 to 5 months that I paid the $550, I still had a balance due on my water bill. I did save all my bills other than maybe 4 or 5 of them, and the city did provide the ones that I couldn't locate. But I do have where just my gas alone, and this was in December, we ran the gas more than we did water. My gas bill was $47.81 for the same amount of time that I acquired.
You can't compare the gas to the water. It's not apples to apples.
Right. But what I'm saying is my gas was turned on almost a week after we moved in. So I did not use that much water when we moved in because we were still showering at our last place that we moved in.
What's the address?
411 South Plum Street.
All I can do is look into it, but going back to 2022,
It was November the
29th.
Yeah,
2022.
it was, the first billing, or the charges are from 11/29/2022 to 12/14/2022, which is 15 days. And I had a bill of $83.73. Plus I had a previous balance. My first bill. I called
Did you
and
move
asked.
from another house in town?
No, I moved from Union City, Indiana. And when I called up to the building and I asked her, I said, because I don't remember names, I'm not good with names because I really don't know the people. I asked her, I said, what's the previous balance of the 1401? I was told that was sanitation. Well, if that's sanitation, then why did I get charged $10.74 for my first sanitation, 2 lines above that? So technically, if they're saying that was sanitation, then I was charged $24 for 2 weeks on sanitation. And that's just one of multiple. I mean, I've got all my statements. I know you can't compare the gas and the water, but the water was not hot, so we didn't take showers the first 2 weeks we moved in. It would have been starting the second week because we were showering at the last place. And we weren't obviously doing dishes because the water was cold, so we were doing a lot of lunch meat and stuff.
All I could do is go and look and see.
Yeah.
I can't talk intelligent about it right now.
I understand, but I just need to bring this up because the numbers go like this on my usage, but the amounts that I'm being charged is going like this.
Well, we constantly have an increase every February,
Yes, they told me that. Yes.
and it all depends on your water usage.
Well, 1,200 gallons for 2 weeks. I don't know if that's typical, but to have a back balance when I first move in doesn't make sense for me to owe $83.73 for 1,200 gallons, and then for a full month, on the next month, it was said that I used 2,300 gallons, which is 1,100 gallons more than the 2 weeks that I used in December. My bill was $10 less than December. I mean, I can show you if you want to see real quick.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's just, it's not making sense. And I would have done this sooner, but I've had enough going on and everything, so I didn't get to the billing until, I just started, I don't know at what point. It was early this year. I think when I started going over my bills and going, this doesn't look right, something's wrong. I mean, and I was calling them. I actually made 2 payments in 1 month, and I still had a balance the following month. And it's just like whenever I would pay over, like whether it was $100 or $150, my bill was higher that next month, and I still owed money. So it's just not making sense to me. Like, because I was trying to, like, some of my bills I will pay over 1 month so that I can focus on a different utility the following month. And I wasn't able to do with this. I mean, even with the amounts I was paying in, I even went on disconnect. I couldn't keep up with my bills. Yes.
Maybe make an appointment with Marcy to
Yeah.
come up.
Okay.
That way you can go through it with her to see if
Yeah.
she can explain it to you. And if there's some kind of discrepancy, then you'll know exactly what you're bringing to the meeting next time, so you know what you're
Okay.
asking for. If that makes
Okay,
sense to me.
yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because the new meter system, I mean, should be able to tell you pretty much
Mm-hmm.
exact
It's dead on.
usage.
And it's a
Yeah.
minimum usage of 2,000 gallons. It doesn't matter if you use less than 2,000, you're getting charged for 2,000 gallons of water.
Okay. Yeah. This one was just the 1,200 for the first 2 weeks we were here, which was $87, and I couldn't understand that because nobody was showering in the house. We don't have a tub. We were showering at the last place we lived, but our bill was still over $80.
Are you going to be
weeks.
around here tomorrow, Marcy?
I will, but tomorrow's busy. Why don't you give me a call tomorrow and we'll talk about it. Talk about a time that we can sit down and talk about it, okay?
Do I just call up the?
Yeah, you
like I
call the city building.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Any other comments? Meeting adjourned.
Now we have the hearing. Do we have to wait till 7?
I'll be here till 7, but just in case somebody shows up who thinks it does start at 7. So yeah, this is a public hearing. I think this is your opinion. Thank you. Public hearing for the grant application. That resolution was passed earlier. The town is applying for a $90,000 grant that is for what is called a master utility study. They will use that $90,000. They're going to put $10,000 in matching money with that. And the $100,000 will go to pay an engineering firm who they will select to come in and evaluate the water, the sewer utility, and stormwater problems in the town. They will then prepare a report. The utility that has the highest priority that they think needs to be worked on the most, they will do a partial PER, preliminary engineering report, that we will then use to take to Okra, Office of Community and Rural Affairs, and apply for construction money. So Okra has planning funds. In this case, we're applying for $90,000 in planning money. Hopefully then they'll fund that grant. That'll get our foot in the door for a $750,000 grant to work on the water, the sewer, or the stormwater. We don't want to assume right now which one it'll be. Application is due middle of May, and middle of June we'll know whether or not we have the funding or not. The applications or proposals from the engineering firms, they are due at noon this Thursday. So I'll be in touch with Marcy and let you know how many you received, how many firms have expressed an interest in doing this study for you. And then the committee, which I think is the council, Andy, Marcy, and you also said Bud from the chocolate, used to be at the Chocolate Moose as a citizen member. That committee will then do interviews of those firms. You will select the best qualified firm. So what we're here tonight for is this public hearing is to just gather any input or make sure that see if there's any questions from the public about moving forward with this project. So with that, let me just open it up for any questions or comments. And seeing
Just fill
none.
it out and mail it in, right?
I'm sorry.
Fill it out and mail it in.
Okay.
It's on my desk right now.
Oh, the survey.
Right.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah, please mail that back. So, yeah, so he's referring to if you live here in farmland, you should have received over the last couple of days a survey. That is for this project. It's to gather information from the public about this project. So as you can see, this is federal funding that we're applying for, and as you can see, they are very big on making sure that the public has had their opportunity to say, we want this, or that's a bad idea. We don't think the town ought to go down that path. So that's why we're here tonight, and that's why we mailed those surveys.
Steve, is this related to the one I called you about?
That was the smoke test. Yeah,
Are they kind of both related?
yeah, they're
Okay.
utility rated, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, are you applying for money on the first one I received last week in the mail, a door hanger?
No, that's already been done and paid for.
Okay. All right. So
That's the
this is
smoke test.
what we're filling out now. That's on my desk. Is for 90,000.
That's for,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Right.
Take care.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what's your name, son?
Oh, Maurice. Food Direct. Just call me Sonny.
Okay, okay, will do. I think it would be helpful if one of the members of the council could at least speak to the need, or Andy, if you can speak to the need of, what has prompted the town to move forward and go down this path and apply for these funds.
Yeah, most of it's our compliance plan that we have to deal with IDEMs and stay on top of that. And that's to get the rainwater out of the sewer system, because the lagoons are only rated at so many gallons, and when we get a big rain, we just triple that or even more than that. And that can go on for a few days or even a week if we get a big rain. So we've got to get that water out of the system to be back in compliance with IDEM. So.
Water utilities in pretty good shape, or?
Yeah, our water's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stormwater flooding, is there sections or parts of town that have experience?
Yeah, there's a couple parts of town that could use some help.
Yeah, okay. Anybody on the council have anything you want to add, or?
We're just trying to keep compliant with what the state's requiring of us. And that's our real concern.
Okay. Well, I do, I think that you invest $10,000 and you're getting $100,000
Yes.
study out of this. So, I mean, I think that shows fiscal responsibility on your part. You've got to have some answers, and this money's out there, and I think it's a good thing that you're applying for it. So, Marcy, you have anything? Okay.
I have all these papers that need to be signed. Does that have to be? Do we have to say anything about them?
No, they are just, those are all part of the application process. And the resolution that was passed authorizes the council president, one, it commits the $10,000 contingent upon award of a grant. And it also authorizes Steve to sign any and all documents required to submit that application. So, well, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll wrap up our public hearing.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, yep.
I think there's one on here for you to sign, Jason.